Mm. Hey, Prayus,
Hey James, how are
how are
you?
you doing? I'm
Yeah, I'm
good.
good. Where are you located? In Bay Area?
Yes, I am in the Bay Area.
I see. I see.
How
Yeah, I'm
about
in
you?
San Diego.
Oh,
I'm
San
in San
Diego.
Diego.
I see. So we're in the same time zone.
Yeah, yeah,
You have a warmer and nicer weather over there.
yeah, yeah. We had some rain yesterday, and then the sun is out again.
Yeah, it's a raining season. We do have raining on and off
Yeah,
nowadays. So
yeah, yeah. That's good. Yeah, we need rain.
yes, we need rain in California.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, there will be drought again. So
Yeah,
it's just very interesting nowadays. Either there will be a drought, or either there will be raining too much. There will be kind of a flooding somewhere. So,
yeah.
hey, Chris,
Hello.
it's nice to have you here. Is this your first time joining this meeting? I haven't seen you before in the material meetings.
Yeah, if this is material, I'm probably in the wrong place. No, I'm it's during my office hours, but I'm just here in case there's no one else here. I don't
Oh,
know much.
okay.
I won't be
That's
able to add much to materials discussion. I thought I saw a 3D thing, so maybe that's why I called in, but I'll mostly be quiet then.
ah right. That's why I thought maybe too. The APK we had kind of alternative week, so just FYI. So like kind of 2 weeks.
Okay.
Right. I went bi-weekly, so I think like APK should be next week, but next week has Thanksgiving, so we're probably going to do like 2 weeks after, like 3 weeks
Ah,
after.
okay. I might have been looking at that one then, the agenda then. So
Yeah,
if
yeah. But feel free to stay on material, so if that's
yeah,
something interest to you.
yeah, if there's pass downs or anything, I can take them back at least the people that know more of the material side of things.
Yeah. So while you're here, I think I just try to quickly share my screen. Uh, free. So yeah, in this meeting, I think I mainly we're going to talk about I think a material side of the thing, right? So part of the 3D care. So 3D care cover like kind of like larger scope, right? Including I think like the package assembly, design kit which you were on, and then discover this material design kits, right? I think I which is talking about all the material information. I think I pretty much I think you can kind of imagine that we have been running to a few exercise about the material information that will be important. I think I, when you do a 3D design, I think I all respect to the uh, thermal power, mechanical testing and physical. So that is what we doing here. Let me show you that this ring so that you can go into that many links. I think at the documents here. You can go if you're interested. I think you can kind of like look into more in details in it. Let me put in the chat here. Um, just FYI. Um, yeah. Do you have any questions so far or
No, not for me. I'll go
okay?
through. Yeah, I'll go through it.
Yeah, sounds good. Not sure Tony will be joining now because he's traveling. So wait for a few minutes there. I'm not sure that other folks are joining now. Seems like we have been kind of a bit light on the traffic here. I guess it's because holidays are coming. I know Riho might not be joining because she's traveling also. Not sure about the others. Let's give a few moments and see others might be joining because I sent out the agenda yesterday, but I haven't seen any other response. If other people are joining or not. Who is on the 1,259?
Hey, James, this is Muthu from Western Digital. You see, we
Ah,
don't have an access to Zoom. We are not allowed to use that. So whenever I open it up, it shows my number, not my name.
got it. No worries. I think we just want to know who are the people so we know who hears and who
Yeah,
to
yeah.
ask for. I
Got it.
think it's nice to have you here. I think you I think you have been have a lot of interest and vested in this and you have a lot of background in this as well. So I think your inputs are critical. I think it's nice to have you back again. I think you were kind of yeah, I think definitely you can use some input here. Thanks for joining again. And okay, we see yeah, KK Angel or Tony is joining. Hey Tony, are you traveling? Are you able to talk or?
Hey, hi, James.
Hey KK.
Hey,
Tony,
yeah, yeah,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
Yeah, I introduced one of my colleagues. I'm not sure whether he has joined. His name is Sean
Oh,
Ayers, right?
oh yeah, I saw him earlier, but he's dropped out. Can you ping
Oh,
him
okay,
again? Maybe
okay,
you we
okay,
thought it
okay,
might be
sure.
wrong team or something.
Okay, sure.
Um, yes. Tony, I think your mic is not on. I'm not sure you intend to speak or not. I know you from your email response seems you're traveling. So but let me just go ahead and starting right now. I think while we're waiting other people to join, I'm just going to go over the um, recap on the agenda from last week. So not last week, 2 weeks ago, from the previous meeting. I think Andrew, added that composite properties to the list, and then we talk about um, adding a new tabs which cover the use cases. So we do have that white paper that we have been working on in the CDX under the OCP that called the guide to the integration workflow for heterogeneous cheaper systems. So in here we do cover a lot of aspect from physical planning, architecture designs, um, powers, thermals, PISI, all the way to the mechanical, and that including I share this paper in the meet in the previous meeting and also in this meeting minute. I think everyone should feel free to take a look on it. Let me share you the link here again for everyone benefit. It's work in progress, but it's scheduled to be released later this year. It was more complete. I think this is has very kind of extensive coverage. I think on the information that will be helpful here because cover all the workflow that will be useful in the heterogeneous integration, which is very much cover all chiplets and a role on the 3D as well. So And what more important here is that we do have like a good kind of like coverage in terms of the input output information that is required. So I think that is will be very useful. I think for references here. That's why I think we kind of reference this paper from the previous meeting. So as you can see here, this has a persona that we define here. So I think like this will be useful. I think like information. I think last week 2 weeks ago in previous meeting, someone brought out about persona. I think like who responsible for what materials or what information for the design. So I think like we do have that cover here. But more importantly is let's go jump into some of these kind of like just share with you guys what we're doing here. And then by the way, I think for newly joined folks, maybe it can help to add your company name behind it. I think for everyone else benefit, I think that would be very helpful. So we know like where you're coming from, your background. Sean, welcome back again. I saw you were here earlier. I think I saw you joining. So we just kind of going to one of white paper that we were doing at the CDX and our group. Which some of the members in this team here was also partying, like including KKs and others like Tony. The material, I think that would be way interesting in this material group here. That's what I want to share here. Right, for example, if we go to the thermal, right, I think that's one of them definitely a lot interest here. I think we do have this kind of like input output table. Right, we talk about the materials that will be needed here. And then persona, I think I added here the material engineer. I think that will be providing this information that cover like thermal conductivity densities, like heat capacities, right? And packaging also, right? I think I will need some package material potential here, right? So I think like it'll be nice. I think that's why I think like this will have a lot of information will be covered here. Took that liberty. I think that's what I think starting from this one. Let's go back on top. Let me go to some of other. I think another very interesting section is the mechanical part. Definitely there are like material related, as you all suspected, a lot material related information to the mechanical section, like the structural requirements, material properties, especially I think kind of like the moldings. Subjects like UF, right, such as this also including many of this kind of like the commonly I think formulas or calculation. I think that will be needed for this kind of material properties analysis. And including some verification and package requirement as well, right? So they will package including different kind of like the TS3, like RDL. So and then this is the input table, and then in terms of the output tables, there are also from this mechanical there are structure specifications. So and requirement documentation, integration, reliability analysis, all these things pretty much I think will use a lot of material information for this kind of analysis. So based on this one, I think as mentioned in previous meetings, so I created these use cases tab, which is kind of combining I think the that's information here, put in here and kind of categorize them according to the thermal, PI, mechanicals, testings, and also physical, and kind of put into this information in thermal, some analysis, what we need, what we are needing there, and what are the purposes, and then input and output, as we mentioned last time, the personas, and then what are the parameters, right? So I'm just kind of copying most of them into here just for references for everyone here. But some of them we pretty clear, we know they require material information, right? That's why I kind of populating these parameters here. And such as packaging choices, and the cooling options, right? In the thermal, definitely there are this kind of material right, will be need to cover on the heat sinks, enclosures, component material. That's kind of materials that we'll be needing, right, in these scopes. I think that will be very helpful, right, based on that. And then on the other things, I think I just kind of push placeholder, especially the gray one. So just for A1 review here, I think and see anything that might be missing here that might still need material information that parameters should be included here. I think that's why we will need a lot more expertise here, right? I think I can do whatever that extend to my knowledge, that whatever that I can work on in my background. So I try to cover as much as I can, but obviously I think we need a lot more expertise here. I think to help to cover. I think I see potential other information material might be needing here and some analysis that might not be included here, and please feel free to include here. So yeah, I think that's so far. I think that's what I'm doing. I've been kind of populating all information related to that analysis from the white paper, and then the parameters. Again, all these under mechanical. Well, we have all these kind of like different mechanical require material information. The parameters are kind of included here, including some of testing. Some interesting though, as you notice here, they have mentioned some analysis about the decoupling capacitors. Right. So I'm kind of included materials that we talk about sometimes back, right? There might be, I think, interesting in the material want to talk about the capacitor. I think in order for like decoupling capacitor, like characteristics analysis, I think that might be useful here. So that's why I kind of included here. And then obviously for the physical, in especially like package selection, the application materials that will be under consideration. So this is just a start. I think I hope this will be helpful. I think for a starting point. I think for many of materials that we talked about in previous meeting that we should be covered, and based on that, that help us to scope like what are the material properties. I think that we should be covering here in this MTK, which is pretty much related, I think, in the 3D and chip design. So yeah, I'm going to pause here for a minute and see if anyone have any questions here. Let me share this screen then, so you guys can kind of look into it, dive into it directly. So from the previous meeting, I think we do have a few people. I think they kind of we talk about Andrew wasn't here. I think but I think it has been given. I think he has been providing a lot. I think feedback. I think from these background. I think expertise in the simulation. I think material property for simulation. So I think and last meeting, I think some folks, I think John including, I think we have kind of mentioned volunteer, they will be able to help out in some of the section here, including I see Andrea is here, and I don't see Roger. My name is 2 times typed that. So I think yeah, so yeah, Angel, as I'm not sure if you get a chance to take a look on this, if you able to, I think to any feedback or information that you might have. Hi, Angel, are you speaking? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
I did take a look. I did have a few things, especially from the material point of view and the material models. I think that's important for the full system simulation. Yes, I think I can probably add that before the end of the week.
Okay, sounds good then. Yeah, feel free to edit this one. I think I make a comment or add a new analysis. I think all these things are based on here, the paper. I think which I shared there. I think and it's pretty inclusive. But again, I think we do have all different expertise. I think from different background people, some of them including in this meeting as well. So but we always can, I think potentially use from more, I think expertise and people may have other issues that they're aware of, they can always include here.
Yeah, sounds great. More coverage, right? Across the industries and across
yes.
the use cases, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Of course.
And we see, yes, thanks. And I think this is just a start, right? I think I just kind of put material, like the parameters, I think just a high level. I think we do have the data format here. I think that next step, I think what we can also do when we have more parameters, what we find out what analysis, what coverage should be, then we can start looking into. Last time we talked about generally some of these, most of the time, I think there will be some sort of formulas, right, that could be used, but a lot of other time there will be also file input format, kind of it's not a fixed formula, it's more kind of tables, characteristic, kind of different temperature range, for example, right? There will be a different kind of DK and DF and things like that. So we've seen that a lot. So I think this will be kind of for that format. I think once we have more parameters, I think expand information, then we can start kind of also including the data format. I think that will kind of help us to deciding what kind of the format structure that we should be used in that standard format. We're trying to define the key here to give people reference. I think if they're using the formula, then we're going to put some sort of the unit and then what kind of formula are there. And if such as CTE or Young's modulus, they have some sort of standard formula. If they are kind of table and things like that, then we have to, in the format in terms of XML, see how we can using the existing XML format structure, such as in the JDEC or CDXML, that we can support some table format. We're talking about also potentially could be some graph, right? We want to support, right? So I think I just want to include here. I think some graph will help. I think for visualization for some it's very which is quite common. We see quite a lot here in some of these characteristics and analysis as well. So I think potentially I think I will look into might nice if they are required here. I think we need to be able to support that in the standard structure format. That is kind of the idea here. And then from the that's kind of on the use cases and also on the analysis side. Let me go on, I think other items on the list before we kind of dive in details back again. So since we have Muthu here, Muthu was in here in the I think was partly. I think I remember partially when the previous meeting we didn't get a chance to follow up with you regarding the bonding related properties. Just want to see if you get a chance to correct or any information on this that will be able, I think, to share those information with the group here. Muthu, are you still here?
Yeah. James, I didn't collect. I didn't have time. There is something else going on in our industry, so I'll be pretty tied up for some time. Western Digital is getting splitted into HDD and SSD part. So I'm head of the materials division, so a lot of activities going on. So probably in another 2 to 3 months, I'll be pretty tightened up. But nevertheless, I will try my best to bring somebody else from my team to help. Bringing up those data, bonding related properties we do have, but then to make it clear and get some kind of clarifications from the legal, because getting splitted up, we have to be very careful in sharing what we are, even it's a very generic one or a very fundamental one, academic one, you got to be careful in sharing it outside. So all these, templates and documents, whatever we are going to share from our side, need to get a clearance from the legal. So this is the direction which was given to us since last month. So time being, let's hold on, but I can talk to my management and see what I can do from my side. James.
Got it. Yeah, I think I understand about. I think there's always like this kind of standard. I think procedure in regards to the companies. I think informations they're like understandable. I think but meanwhile I think if you can get someone else, we understand there will be kind of like restructuring on your ends in the company. But if you can also, I think I have someone from your team that can help. Meanwhile, I think maybe just more kind of verbally feedback or something like that, like until we have more clearance about like more kind of writing, to provide more kind of writing materials, whatever that verbal feedback. I think meanwhile, I think that we can share. I think that will be helpful. But we will understand. I think we'll put on hold on this one. I think until we have more information. But meanwhile, always I think if you or any of your team can always provide share information that you have. I think not necessarily in the writing or document. I think that will help. I think to enhance.
Absolutely, James. I understand that. I understand the importance of it. We will come back on this. I will talk to you.
Sounds good. Yeah, appreciate that.
Hey guys, this is Tony. Can you hear me?
Yes, Tony. Finally, yeah, we can hear you. See you on and off.
Yes. Sorry, I had to drive to the airport, so I'm here. So I'm in the car again. Anything
Sounds good. Yeah.
important I need to be aware of?
No, we just kind of going through like the agenda from the previous meeting. So I think one of them is shared with you previously. I think we kind of dive into the use cases analysis. So one of the activities that we have done is we mentioned about that white paper, right? That we did right on the CDS, the integration white paper for the heterogeneous chiplet. So we do have a lot of information about the analysis for different aspects of it, right? Such as the thermals, the mechanical, including like the physical, and also like the PI. I think those are interesting sections that will require like material information. So I kind of took a lot input output tables that we have there. I think just kind of popular. I think I create this spreadsheet with many of those information and adding like the parameters columns and kind of like information that we'll have discussed that can we know of require a lot of material properties, such as like the thermal material properties required for thermal, right? So I think this will help us. I think that white paper pretty inclusive, right? Cover a lot like design workflow for heterogeneous integration. I think this will help us to scope down like what based on those analysis in different stages of the workflow, from thermal, PI, and mechanical, and physical planning, and we know what material information on each section. I think from that white paper we kind of put in here. I think that will probably give a good start from that perspective. So and then I'm just kind of going through previous meeting. There are a few folks like Andrew, Angela, John, as Roger just joined, that were able to volunteer. I think on some of this information here. I think they can help to populating this tab that we just created, and adding more information and modify that and adding more tabs into it. I think that's where we are standing right now. Okay. Anything else that you think that we should be doing? And Mudu just updated. I think you had mentioned last time. The company, I think Western Digital, has all bonding related properties information that they can share. But they're going through some restructuring, so they try and see how they can help. I think get more our people in the team, I think like to help on this. So I think like we'll need to follow up on that.
Yep.
By the way, we see Sean here. In joining, I think Sean is from Applied Material, right? That's why
Yeah.
I take it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. How you doing?
Yes.
Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties with Zoom.
Yeah. I saw your text, so it's nice to seems that you're able to resolve that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so you mind to share quickly your background? I think I seen, especially coming from Applied Material, I think and maybe by KK, it seems like you probably have a like good domain expertise in the this material area here.
Yeah. So my background is effectively signal and power integrity. So chip package, board system, high-speed architecture, as well as signal and power integrity is my focus.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. And yeah, I think it's nice to have I think like the PI, I think SI pieces. I think we just kind of talked about earlier. I think some of the PI information definitely require a lot power related. I think related to analysis, then we require a lot material information there. One of them definitely I think the coupling capacity, materials, and things like that. So I think your background will be very relevant here. I think if you definitely I think we will appreciating your inputs in here.
Yeah, I mean this looks very,
um,
very useful. Looking forward to learning more.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think just I kind of back and forth sorry. And I think just for I think from previously I think we were kind of like trying to ask like if Intel Jen is from Intel, I think if they can have any test cases that we can use, I think for some of these kind of like they in parallel, I think like there are some like material, I think test cases, I think for some others related. I think there's one ideal goal is like once we have this kind of like information, the entire 3TK kits, like we try to put all this information together. I think with some of use case study, I think and test cases information and kind of go through with this and also with this white paper and see like we can come up with interesting, I think demo use cases. I think that's what this is about. The material test cases, samples, information, and that will also help to give information. I think what material might be needed, right? In when some of these cases, they will highlight. I think whatever the material information that might be needed, right, in certain kind of test cases or analysis and things like that. I think that's part of the exercise we're trying to do in parallel as well. That will help us also collect more information in terms of the scope and materials we want to cover. Yeah, I think that is kind of the few items that from the last meeting that we trying to cover here. I'm just trying to, I will just pause it and just want to see, is anyone here have any feedback or have any information they would like to share? Is this a good direction that we're going right now, or or any other feedback or suggestion?
So we definitely need test cases, but I don't know if we're quite ready. So James, where do we think we're at with our initial cut of the materials and the different scenarios that we're supporting?
Yeah, I think this is just a way. Go ahead.
I guess use cases, right?
Yes.
I mean, do we think, are we 70% done, 50% done? Do we think, we have a good baseline where we can start getting into the implementation? When do we think, where are we at?
Yeah, I think we just started. I just put out information. I think again from that white paper that we have and expanding that. So I think that actually would pretty good coverage there. Because we do like a lot of extensive review. I think in that white paper, I think from many other people, I think in their group, I think and I would say definitely I think that will initiate. I think a good start. I think probably I think over 30, maybe even close to 30-50%. But I think next step, I think I will require the team here, everyone here, I think go and review and add in more information here. Hopefully, I think by next iterations, I think next meeting we do have over 60-70%, I think, or 80% coverage there. I think we probably will be more ready, I think, by next meeting. Right, or probably give 1 or 2 more iterations. I think we'll be pretty much ready by end of the year.
Okay, so we think we'll have maybe a 90% baseline end of the year. Is that the goal?
I think we can try and target that if we have 2 more iterations. I think we have next one. I think we can get more people feedback on this one, and then we have another one or more review from there. I think we can. Yeah, I think that should be close to that. Yeah.
Okay. So have we started actually looking at kind of in the JEP 30 schema at the material stuff? Have we reviewed that with the team? You know, what existing there's some XML support in JEP 30.
Right.
So have we looked at that and shared that with the team? It might be good, maybe one meeting to go through that if we haven't done that yet.
Yes, I think that's a good suggestion. I think in the next meeting, probably you can put information together. I think I share with the teams there. In the next meeting, I will have some pyramid structure that we can start kind of putting some of these the existing structure that we have to support this information here.
Yeah, because there may be, even just looking at that may stimulate some stuff that we didn't think of. So.
Yes, that's a very good point. Yes, I think we should go to Empower. Yeah, I will put that here. I think to cover in the next.
Yeah, so maybe we can ask Michael or to at least if he can do it or identify somebody who can go through that.
Sure. Yeah, let me go into that and see what we have. And CDXML, and also I look into I think what we can also get from the JEDEC side.
Right. Yeah, because we already have something, and I don't know if it's going to cover 70% of what we're doing or 50 or 10. So I think we need to start thinking about how we're going to get off the spreadsheet and getting something moving. Yeah,
makes sense. I think I think we do have a good coverage. Definitely, I think I was somewhere around 50%, if not more than that. So because some of the CDER models, I think we do have a good coverage on that. So yeah, I think that's a very, very good point. I put that on the next agenda list.
Okay, so we should probably, ideally, be good to get one test case that kind of covers, a broad section of these, but realistically, we're probably going to have to get several. So we should reach out to all the companies and see if they have any test cases that they can deliver. So I can talk to Intel to see if they have anything. Anybody else have test cases that they can donate for this?
Yeah. KK, Sean, anything from a material side that?
I don't have access to any test cases presently, but maybe something we can discuss internally.
Yeah, and I think we do need to kind of make, since it's open source, we need to kind of make it generic. So maybe we can, find something and obfuscate the data or change the data just so we have something we don't actually need the exact results. We just need to go through and kind of demonstrate and try to exercise this with the workflows, the different analyses.
Right. I think yeah, some sort maybe like the sample test data that they use internally. I think like resample the structure. I think for the data. I think that could be useful as well.
Yeah, and well, we may want to consider even just using the OCP design that we're building, that we start building on that and start running some of the analysis for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think to continue that effort, I think that would be a good exercise. I think continue with this over there.
So I think we should do that regardless, but we do want some real world test cases that that make sure that we're representing needs from multiple different customers and designs.
Right, that makes sense.
So is John and Lowell, are you guys on?
Yeah, I don't see John or Raul here, so
okay.
And yeah, we're only setting a practice here. I guess maybe because holiday is close, people might be kind of off.
Yeah, just one suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that some EDA companies, for example, Cadence, they have those kind of generic design database they use for training. They call it Rapid Adoption Kit or whatever, RAK. Yeah, I don't know whether they can donate those. So because a lot of
Is Rudy on the call?
Yep.
No,
Cadence is on the call, right?
Okay. Yeah, we should definitely reach out to them.
Yep. Because a lot of our design test cases are with NDA, with the design rules, with vendors. So
yeah, that's the problem.
Yep,
with all the stuff. So
yep.
I know Skywater does have a process that's open source and available. It's 130 nanometer, but that's one possibility. So we could get real data, and it is open source. We would have to contrive a design, but at least that would be real design kits that we could use.
Yes, when I was at the foundry, I know that Cadence have some they have some foundry generic independent design kits and design data. So sorry if nominating Cadence.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe James, you can give me an action item. I'll talk to Mike Lafferty about that. Have we talked to Intel? Do they have any test cases for materials?
Haven't get a chance. I don't see Jen is on the meeting here, so yeah, we need to follow with the Intel then. Right, see Jen is joining, or maybe we send email to follow on that.
Yeah. Okay. Just why don't you shoot me off an email with his contact, and I'll reach out to him.
Okay, sure. I can do that for. Meanwhile, I think like in Frog kind of like in this spreadsheet, right, KK, I think like, and Sean, if you guys, I think like seems like like experience and then a material background, if you guys can help, I think like go over the spreadsheet and review it and expanding or wherever you can, that would be very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah, Thanks. And then and Sus.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
You want to introduce myself? Is that what you
yes,
like me?
yes, that would be very helpful.
Sure. So I'm more on the business side of things. I participate more in the business meetings on Fridays. I'm more of a techno-functional guy, just here out of interest to listen in. Past
I see.
background in assembly, test, and packaging. But more into technology strategy lately.
Got it. Got it.
Tom,
but
sorry, who was that from ANSYS?
No, I'm not from ANSYS. My name is Anshu Bahadur. I have no relationship with ANSYS. I'm just saying, as I used to be in assembly, test, and packaging, and now move towards more tech strategy. Last employer for me was Deloitte. I'm no longer with Deloitte. I'm independent at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
Got it. So sounds like you do have like some background on assembly and packaging.
Yes, yeah, and I'm passionate about, and that's why I'm here.
Right, interesting. I think there is another meeting. I think there's a assembly design kit may be interested to you as well. I think I just kind of go alternate with in the same time, but it's alternate with from this meeting. So
Okay.
Yeah, if you're interested, feel free to join. It should be on the OCP calendar as well.
Okay.
Know the 3DK.
Okay.
And yeah, but I think.
And I can possibly help you once we get to this. I can kind of help in not the very technical pieces, but whatever else I'll be happy to help.
Oh yeah. We this is a it's an open forum, I think, right? So right, yeah, we were appreciating right, anyone can contribute on this like standardization like performance. So and at the same time, I think that we were trying to share share the knowledge sharing and trying to benefit from each other.
Okay. Thank
you. Do answers, do you have your email so you can follow up with you? If you don't mind, I think I to put that in the chat here.
Sorry, you wanted me to put my email address?
Yes, if you don't mind to share that.
Well, your company name too. Typically, we ask participants to put their company name in. So.
Yeah, I think I answered. You're independent right now, right? So I think you should be right. But if you can share with your email, I think your personal email or whatever, I think in the chat, so I can share more information with you. We do send out like this meeting minute to the participants. So you can share the email. I think we can send that meeting minute with you, and then we can we do have the email group. I think we can always exchange. I think information. Within the group, I think in between the meetings.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. So we, use how about you? Are you able to do you have any material, I think insight that you may be able to help? Also, we need people help on this spreadsheet. I think we try to target, I think to complete this, I think
definitely, but I don't come from the background, but definitely in terms of help. And I had a session with Mike Durkin, right? Yeah. So yeah, he has provided me all the material on JEP 30. So I'm looking at it right now. Basically, the previous work you have done on CDK, and that kind of will tie into it. So definitely, if there's help needed, I can spend my time on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, whatever you can help, I think yeah, I think that would be helpful, right? Yeah, I think that would be a good start. I think I look into that also. I think the JDAG, I think in previously when we integrating when we were integrating a CDXML into a JDAG, so they do have some material structure there. I think that information I think definitely could be useful here. I think supporting. In the next, I think meeting we can definitely dive into more details into it.
Right. Yeah. So could you just add me to the JEDEC meeting on a regular basis, because I only got added to one instance of it.
Oh, okay. Let me see what I have there.
Or do I have to sign up myself? I think Mike said I may have to sign up myself. I'll have to check.
I think you do need to sign up. I mean, you can attend ad hoc, but if you want to attend regular, you do have to sign up. So I would talk to Michael about that.
Yeah, I did become JEDEC member last week just to get the material, but I think I'll check this out.
Yeah. Yeah, that material I think is open to everyone. Just can sign up and download on it. So yeah. Okay, that sounds good then. I think we have a good coverage here. I think the next goal I think I would be to complete as much as possible. I think on this spreadsheet, I think use cases and then all the parameters that we cover here. So hopefully I think in the next meeting we can get a first review and then a good coverage. I think on the parameters for materials in here, and then combining I think what we have from Andrew earlier, and then just kind of cross referencing and join them, and then and we should be able to I think I think a good coverage I think combination of these hopefully I think close to 80-90% I think from the next 1 or 2 meetings. At the same time I think we talk about we want to go over the XML structure from CDXML and also possibly in JDEC side as well. So and then we'll share with him and see what we have supporting today in terms of material wise, and then from there and see what could be new things that we can learn from there, and also what potential new structure might be introducing. And I think and then I think we talk about also the test cases. We'll follow up with the cadence and so Intel and see we can get some test cases and or use or sample data from them. I think that will be helpful for some of these content as well. I think those are probably the 2 main items we covered today. And will be the follow-ups items for the next meeting. Anything else from anyone here?
So James, I know in the last call that we had, we talked about proprietary models were required for some of this analysis. I forget which one specifically. Is that? I mean, I would expect some parameters are probably generic, and then others need to be associated with a specific model. Do we have that somehow in this spreadsheet that identifies which one required customs and which are just kind of standalone?
Yes, that's a good point. I think let's add that. I think I think I probably wasn't including here. I think that will be. I think once you have identified all requirements from all analysis, I think we can also start expanding that as well. What should be classified as more generic and must be a specific models.
Yeah. And it's possible maybe further down the road that maybe OCP should develop kind of a some specific models that could be used, even if it's just for generic technology. Rather than having vendor specific. I don't know if that's feasible. I guess it.
I see. You kind of like potentially, I think, like generalize those kind of specific models so to support them or something like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, there's probably I'm sure some of these customized models start getting into more of the extremes where you're looking to do, you know, much more detailed or higher performance type of analysis. But maybe we can have kind of just a simplified model that, you know, is just you know, it's there and it's available and it's not proprietary. So I think that would be good. And again, if we're going to have these demos and there's custom models, that's going to complicate that.
Right. Right.
So I think for, you know, maybe for each of the different types of analysis, you know, there's probably, you know, one column that says all you need is the materials, and then maybe we have provisions to have multiple models that with the associated parameters, and then hopefully at least have one where you do need a separate model. You know, maybe we could try to come up with a kind of open source standard model that we could provide just for demonstration purposes and training and all that good stuff.
Right. Yeah, I think yeah, it's good to have some more kind of more generic model, but at the same time, I think like if I think I know some of more specific requirement, we can more kind of like at least create the structure to be able to support more specific model or to accommodate that somehow.
Right.
Yeah, we'll put that not share, I think I saw for everyone. Information here.
Okay. So there is a JEDEC meeting tomorrow. I'm going to be on that, or yeah, tomorrow. And Michael asked me to join that. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the OCP stuff, some of the newer stuff that we're working on here, these ADKs and MDKs, and we just want to start the discussions with JEDEC to get them kind of aligned to adopt these. Just let them know they're coming.
Yeah, I think it's something I think I brought last time. I think we need to talk about also. I think like where the those materials information. I think that we don't think they should be part of the part models, right? I think that we have to see like where we should include those information.
Well, yeah, I did talk to Michael on that in detail, and I think we can include it in the JEP 30 part model. You know, things like assembly rules and stuff, you know, would not be something that would be kind of so the part model does multiple things. So one of them is it acts as a marketplace, right? You can use it to provide vendors can use it to provide, you know, their parts to customers. But for things that are kind of not physical things, you know, that are required for analysis or design specific, like typically an interposer is going to be design specific. So it wouldn't make sense to put that in the catalog as you know, a component that somebody can buy, because it's very specific to a design. But the format can still describe that component and materials and models and all that stuff. So it's really up to the end users, you know, what they want to distribute and what they don't want to distribute. So, but the format, I think, at least that's the discussion I think we're going to have tomorrow to decide whether or not we're going to start adding these additional things into the format. So Michael seemed reasonably confident we should be able to do that. So anybody who's interested in that discussion, we should probably just send an email off to Michael Durkin and he can send you the invite.
Yeah.
Or James, I guess you have the invite.
Yeah. Right. So I think we also talk about some other thing. I think last time I saw there will be more kind of like high level to cover 3DK, right? I think like assembly information. I think that's probably we might need to talk about in more kind of design case on the high level. 3DK, I think like so like more kind of design kits, right? Probably like should cover I think like because some of these things are more kind of like assembly information, more related to manufacturing side, not related to a part side.
Yeah, it's stuff related to, you know, outside of the chiplet and assembling a chiplet into a, you know, an advanced package, and those are stuffs that you know, we're creating standards for that, and you know, we want to, well, we're creating formats for that, but we do want them to be part of a standard. And right now, I think we can put them in JEP 30. It's just we'll leave it to Michael and Jedek to decide, you know, how that structure looks like, and it's really the use model that end users would decide what they're gonna kind of distribute and what they're just gonna keep as a proprietary design stuff.
You're right. I think in parallel, I think we should also, I think while we're doing this, I think and on the end, I think because this is going to be very specific to the 3Ds, right? And chiplet oriented, right? So I think like while we're doing this, we already have some kind of like the documentation we created, I think on that like 3DK kits, right? I think we should also use I think use the OCP forum to kind of like make that available. I think like as a public, I think and in parallel with that, I think that is very specific. I think to heterogeneous and the 3D design. Or while I think we integrating like the JDEC, I think as another I think standard body. I think to further as publish this like standard format.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're just about out of time. Anybody else?
Yeah, KK and Sus, use anything from you guys?
No.
Well, yeah, if not, then we'll end the meeting. I send an email. I think hopefully like you guys can help. I think to review and populate this like spreadsheet there. I think we're getting close. I think to the scope and then the information that we're looking for.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you, James, and also talk to Mike on tomorrow's call. Thanks.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. And thanks everyone. I think happy holidays. And since next week is Thanksgiving, so we'll talk to you guys after in 2 weeks.
So is the next call gonna be 80K?
Yeah, 80K. Yeah, we will skip the 80K.
So on a holiday, no, we're gonna skip 80K or do 80K and what?
Are you thinking about to? Sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm asking. I mean, I think if there's a holiday, you know, the question is, do we want to just keep the same standing schedule, or do we want to change it. I know that complicates the recurring meetings, but you know, I don't necessarily want to skip an 80K.
Yeah, right now I think the default is I skipping it because it's fall on the holiday. But I think we should reschedule. I think another meeting around that time. We probably you'll send the email out and ask everyone. I think I see what other time available.
Yeah, or maybe we can do the 80K on Wednesday maybe.
Sorry, what does ADK stand for?
Assembly design kit. So we have two active initiatives. One of them is the package assembly design kits, which meets on one Thursday, and then the MDKs is the other one.
Okay, thanks.
So what we've been doing is just alternating every other week for these, but now we've got these vacation schedules coming up. So let's discuss it offline with David and James and see what's on the agenda for next week. It may be easier just to keep the same schedule, and if the holiday falls in there, we just skip it, or we schedule a separate one-off if there's something critical. Yeah, let's do that rather than changing the whole recurring schedule. It gets a little messy.
Oh yeah, not recurring. Yeah, only maybe one off then. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in 2 weeks we will have the next MTK, and
Yes.
we just have to decide if we want to try to do a 80K or. Yeah, I don't think 3DK is a good name. We may want to change that name, but so we're really doing the package assembly design kits. So we'll talk to the key stakeholders in that meeting to see if we want to meet next week or just skip a week.
Yeah.
Why don't you shoot out an email on that, James, and just see what people want to do, if they want to meet next week or just take a pass.
Right. Yeah, sure. We'll send an email and see what people respond. That sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, let's just take a poll. I mean, if people are going to be out, maybe we just skip it.
Right. Yeah, since they kind of we're close to that holiday season period.
Yep.
Yeah, let's find out.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thanks.
Thank
everyone.
you. Bye.
Bye, and happy holidays.
Happy.
Yeah. Bye.